What's up, y'all? We back with another episode. It's your co-host Dre,
Your co-host Kales.
and this is
Vibes from the South.
episode 7. Today we coming different. We coming real trim with a different wave, a different topic. And we got a special guest for y'all. So we're gonna get right into it. Episode 7 is really called Inside the Real Estate World. Before I introduce and say the name, I want to get a highlight in their background, their experience. So today, we diving into a fascinating world of real estate. With my boy, my boy since 2015, since what was it? What was it? OG, LU, LU, yeah. So we had to before we was locked in, man.
Yeah.
We going in with my boy Quincy Bonds, the one and only. From the market trends to inside tips, we're gonna cover everything for y'all. Everything that y'all need to know, whether you buying a house, selling a house, or just curious about the house market. Any specific questions, any details, we gonna get right into it. We gonna tell y'all what they don't tell y'all, what y'all need to know, and what y'all want to know. So let's get right into it. Without further ado, Mr. Quincy Bonds,
Yes,
everybody.
sir. Welcome. We missed out one more part. He's a graduate of the first HBCU as well.
Definitely missed that out. Missed that part out.
You know it, man.
Gotta add
It's
that.
only right to have him as a special guest. Now, man, he came from the first, man.
You feel me, man? What's up?
Hey,
Yeah,
man, what's
bro.
up, bro? How you feeling?
Man, I'm here. I'm glad to be here. You feel me? I'm glad to be sitting with y'all, talking with y'all. I
Definitely.
love everything that y'all got going on.
Appreciate that, bro.
And we just gonna get into it for real.
For sure. For sure. Well, I did a little introduction, but it's no better for you to do your own introduction. Let the people know who you are. Your experience in the real estate game. How long you've been in it, and what inspired you to actually get into real estate. Like, why real estate?
I got you, bro. So, just a little bit about myself. My name is Mr. Quincy Barnes, born and raised Baltimore, Maryland. Graduated from Lincoln University, the first HBCU. Got my mass comm degree a couple years ago, and then from mass comm, that's kind of where everything kind of took off. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because like outside of graduating from Lincoln, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do mass comm, I'm gonna do public relations. That's the side that I'm gonna take. So learning like that business world, I think that was probably like my first introduction into the business world. You get what I'm saying? And then with mass comm, Kels, with mass comm, it was like, you need to know how to communicate.
Right.
If you don't do nothing else, you gotta communicate.
Some form of it.
In some form, no matter what you're doing, bro.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I really credit doing mass comm for that. And then after that, it was like one of them situations I'm like looking like, all right, we got admissions. That's what I was really into. Like doing tours and the whole 9, doing college and career advising. But then it's like real estate, I just kept hearing it. Like I just kept hearing like, my uncles and them was they in real estate. My cousin, I got an actual cousin. Shout out to Kevon. We in the same brokerage right now.
Okay.
Moving and shaking. You get what I'm saying?
Shout out to cuz, man.
Yeah, you feel me? So it was like having that family introduction into it. I think that's what probably like really got me into it. And then from there, it was like, all right, let's do it. You get what I'm saying? Like it's something that it don't require too much labor. You get what I'm saying? Like don't get me wrong, the hustle in the game, that's anything. But as far as it's not. And it don't require me to pick up no heavy lifting at all. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The heavy lifting is just going into the market, figuring out what my people want.
Right.
Then we going from there.
And then how hard is it to like actually find something like, what if I say, okay, I need, 4 or 5 bedrooms. I need 3 bathroom or 3.5. Like how hard is it now with the market so crazy and going up and down? Like
that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start back up.
All right,
Cool.
Yeah,
we're going to get this step-by-step journey.
All right, so boom. So you just said you want a 4-bed, 3-bath.
Yeah.
As an agent, I'm like, all right, your mind is at buying a home. You get what I'm saying? Like, just straight up. It's not saying that you're going to do it today. It's not saying you're going to do it tomorrow, next month, next year. You letting me know that you want to buy a home. So now we got to really, like, just really get that reality check now. So now we're going to sit down and, like, look at it. All right, so first things first, what's your credit score? Like,
Right.
you gotta have a good credit score. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
That's
I
one of
ain't
the
even-
first things,
Yeah.
right?
You
That's how it
got
starts.
to.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
you got to.
Whether
get
you
what I'm
want,
saying?
whether you qualify for a program or not, you have to have
You
one, right?
gotta
Right.
have a
Okay.
credit score
Okay.
now
Yeah.
if you want to take that route. You get what I'm saying? Because of course, like if you're an investor, your credit score don't matter at that point.
Okay.
Because if you're an investor, you can come to me like, yo, I got $100K in cash. We can do the deal.
With a 550.
It don't matter what your credit is. Because
Got
mind
the
you,
money.
because I told you, you told me you got 100 cash.
Right. It's just the cash.
So we don't even need to get
The
no
credit,
hard money
yeah.
people. Now, of course, some people do. You get what I'm saying? Like, we're going to break down each one. You get what I'm saying? But, like, if you wanted to come to me, like, all right, the traditional person, if you're not doing, like, the cash investor route, now we got to look at your credit score. Now, if you already thinking in my mind, like, all right, my credit score not the best, it's programs that's out there to get people credit up there. You get what I'm saying? So, like, it's programs that's, if you're a person that's listening to this or watching this and you're like, all right, I don't even have credit. We got programs that's going to get you established in the credit world in general. Now, if you're looking at this video, watching this video, and you like, man, I done effed up on my credit. I already know my credit score ain't where it's supposed to be.
Right.
We got people that's trained to make sure that they fix your credit score, get all the stuff that don't need to be on your credit score, get that off of there. Now we're getting your credit score to a good point. We're going to get your credit score to at least like a 620. So 620. Try to get to at least a 620.
Yeah.
The higher, the better.
Yeah.
So after that point, now we look at your income. Once we looking at your income, it's like, all right, what realistically can you afford? I'm talking to the point where I've had people literally have a mortgage of $1,200. Right. Y'all heard me.
$1,200.
Y'all heard me. Y'all heard
Yeah,
me. I
that's
said a
$1,200.
mortgage of $1,200. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. It's in the city. It's gonna be in the city, so you're gonna get city living. But at the end of the day, you living in a good neighborhood that's fine with you.
Right.
So you get what I'm saying? So that's when it's like that conversation is gonna be a whole bunch of things. So it's gonna be like, all right, what are you comfortable with paying? Now, mind you, I just told y'all $1,200 on mortgage. I'm probably paying like a good couple hundred in rent. So it's like, all right, you gotta really just sit down and like just look at it like, all right, how long am I gonna keep renting till I'm owning?
Yeah.
So at that point, it's like, all right, I know that I can afford about, let's just say a $1,600, $1,800 on a mortgage.
Right.
So you can get you a home that's about like a cool 200, 215,000, and we talking in Baltimore. Now, of course, now in DC, it's a different lane. It's a
No
different
question.
city.
Yeah.
Things
Yeah.
bigger,
They gonna
pricey.
smack you.
They gonna smack you. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. We understand.
But you can find you still a nice condo or a cool like row house or a single family in DC. So that's where it go from. So you get what I'm saying? Like we sit down, we look at your credit score, we look at your income, what you say that you comfortable in paying, then we gonna get you pre-approved from a lender. Literally. So we gotta sit down and get you pre-approved. Now the pre-approval process is literally everything that I just said. Of course, it's gonna be like some extra things like they gotta like really verify like your W-9s, your debt to income ratio, those like financial things. But at that point, we got your credit score. You tell the lender that you're trying to buy a home.
Okay.
Now we get you pre-approved. Your pre-approval, the lender gonna tell me, hey, by the information that you submitted,
Right.
you'll be able to qualify to buy a home at $200,000.
Okay.
Boom. So now you come to me. All right, hey Quincy, I got this pre-approval now. We can go to the market now. So, advice for an agent, if you're a person like think about getting into real estate, whether if you want to be an agent, make sure that buyer has a pre-approval. You get what I'm saying? Because you don't want to just go like that's just like me and you right now just going up the street to go check out some homes.
Right.
It's good for the inspiration. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like we not wasting time. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? But that pre-approval is basically like, all right, this guy can come to the market, he pre-approved, then we're gonna go from there. Find you a nice crib, go to it. You say you like it, we're gonna put the offer in.
Yeah.
The offer gets submitted, you're a new homeowner. That's how easy the process is. Now, my favorite part is the investing part,
Okay.
but we'll get into that later.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure,
Cool.
for sure.
Cool.
For sure.
Cool.
So I definitely want to ask you, like, can you share your journey on like becoming a successful realtor, and also like how long you've been doing it?
I get what you mean. So, far as I've been doing it this year, 2025, this is my third year going into real estate. It's been up and down, I will say. And I think, of course, a lot of that contributes to the country climate right now. And even just from when I got into real estate, because I got into real estate during the pandemic.
Okay.
The pandemic is what influenced me to even get into real estate. You get what I'm saying? Because, of course, back a couple years ago, everything just stopped. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? So I'm like, no, I got to do something. Like, it's to the point I even started selling beard oil.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was doing cool. You get what I'm saying?
It's essential to the ones that got beards.
Exactly.
For sure,
You
for
get what I'm
sure.
saying? So like, I'm like, all right, the beard oil, that's going cool. I like it. But then once again, my family always had real estate.
Right.
And you get to watching videos, YouTube, EYL, the whole nine. They'll say stocks, then they're gonna say real estate. Like that is going to be
Yeah.
there in some way, somehow. They keep saying real estate. So whether if you're an agent, an investor, broker, appraiser, inspector, whatever that you involved in that industry, it's always going to be that because somebody got to always have somewhere to live at. Then if you
Right.
want to take it to the commercial side, there's always going to be a business owner out there that want to have a building, have
Okay.
their own building.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like knowing that this is one of them games where, and then I also think, me personally, I don't see you can't have an AI real estate agent.
Right.
Don't get me wrong, they may try. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They're gonna
for
try
sure.
to do it. You get what I'm saying? But like it's certain industries where it's like you're gonna need a person to do it. And I'm like, all right, real estate one of them games. So let me just get into it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Those one of them situations it was like a summer. I was just locked in. You get what I'm saying? During the summertime, I'm like, all right, I took it self-paced. So if you are watching or listening to it and trying to get into it, the CE shop, I did it right on the CE shop. It's one of them situations you can take like an in-person class if you want to,
Yeah.
but CE shop will let you do it like self-paced. You get what I'm saying? So like one of them situations I locked in, all right, like 2 hours a day.
Yeah.
Starting studying on the CE shop. Then after the CE shop, you gotta pass a test on the CE shop. So basically, the CE shop is the people that's gonna say, all right, to the national people, this person is good enough to at least test for a real estate exam because
Okay.
of everything that you learn on the CE shop. So the CE shop, you're gonna learn everything. You're gonna learn the ethics. You're gonna learn the beginning. You're gonna learn the end. You're gonna learn how if this go this way, what you got to do, and that's what really real estate is. A whole bunch of scenarios, bro.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I did the CE shop. Once I started the CE shop, passed that test. Then you got to go pass your national exam. Then once you pass your national exam, then you got to take your state exam.
Okay.
Now that's how you're going to be able to do real estate in multiple states. You got to first pass your national exam, then you got to get your state exam. So like right now, I'm just licensed in Maryland right now. But now if I wanted to, let's just say, get licensed in DC, Virginia, wherever, you can. But that's basically how I got into it. And then from there, it was just I joined the brokerage. So now following the journey is just basically you get your license, you finally pass that test. Some people pass it on the first, some people pass it on the second, third, fourth.
Right.
It took me about at least 5 times
Right.
to take it.
It's like trying to be a lawyer
And-
almost.
But
facts.
yeah, you get what I'm saying. So don't get discouraged if you take it that first time and
Yeah.
you fail. You just might. But real estate, one of them exams where all right, each time that I fail, I'm like, all right, I know what questions that I didn't
Yeah,
get.
yeah, yeah.
Because
Nah, I felt that.
Because I remember that answer. You know when you're
Yeah.
taking a test and you
Yeah.
like, all right, C or B. I'm gonna put B, but I know I
know
probably
it's-
should
yeah,
have.
yeah,
That's why I see
You
that
get-
happen all the time.
You get what I'm
All the
saying?
time.
Then when you see the answer sheet, you like, I
I
should
know
have
that's
put
what
shit.
C.
Yeah.
so that's
That's
how
a
the
fact.
real estate exam
Yeah.
is,
Yeah.
and there's not a limit to how many times you can take it. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
for
saying?
sure.
So you get your exam, and then you gotta get with a brokerage. So now basically where we at now is once you got you licensed, you still gotta have let's just call your brokerage is basically like your employer. You get what I'm saying? So your brokerage is like that person that's all right. I'm telling, let's just say like I'm with Century 21, Harris Hawkins and Co. Shout out to them. They like that.
Okay.
I'm with them. So Century 21, Harris Hawkins and Co. is telling the world, all right, Quincy is licensed. He can do real estate in Maryland. He's licensed. We are the brokerage. We can say that, and that's where I perform all my business at.
Okay.
So then once you get with a brokerage, the job is for you to just work it. You get what I'm saying? Like the job is for you to like network, to farm, find you opportunities, get opportunities. You get the lead system. Everybody brokerage is different. You get your leads in, and then you just got to work it from there. And then of course, like everything else, it goes from there. But like me personally, first year I had got with a brokerage, it was cool. I joined the team and like let me get into the game so I can kind of learn it. You get what I'm
Right, right.
saying? So then second year was going cool because a lot of my things was off of social media. So like when I say things like my leads came off of social media, and I know like you said it earlier, where my generation is like right now, we all are. Everybody's still getting their stuff together. You know what I'm saying? Like that's you're
we at a
gonna
point where
always
these are things priorities that we got to think about.
Yeah.
over the next couple years. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? Because now you looking at the people that you used to go to school with. All right, some people getting married,
Somebody got kids.
some people got a
Yeah.
kid. Eventually, they gonna need a home. So
Right.
that's kind of how I even been looking at it. You get what I'm saying? Like my first year wasn't great. My second year wasn't great. It didn't really start getting great, thank God, till like a couple months ago. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Whereas like, all right, I'm really finding my flow. Like, all right, the investing game, that's where I'm at with it. Because of Baltimore City, the climate, the process is different than your traditional process. Granted, I love the residential traditional process, but it's something about that investing game. It's different.
Yeah.
Because of Baltimore, the climate of the city,
Right.
and all the programs that's available, really helping people get into that lane, is like that, bro. It's like
what's up,
that.
man.
Yeah.
That's what's up. One question, another question I have is, what's one unforgettable moment that you had in your career during your journey?
That's a good question. I'm gonna give you two of them.
Okay.
One unforgettable moment was passing my test, bro.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah, you said 5 times. That
I
sound like my IT certification. I took that job about 4 times before I passed, so I get it.
Yo, so it's
Yeah.
like, yo, and then it's to the point where that test is literally like, you could pass one part and fail the other part.
Yeah, because it'd be
So like, I feel like on the third time I had passed the national exam. Boom. So I'm like, all right, I'm good nationally, but the Maryland test, bros, was whipping me. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, but it made my studying easier though,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I'm like, all right, now that I do got the national one, I can really just study on Maryland law, because with the state stuff, bro, it's not big difference, but each state got their own laws.
Yeah.
So it's like to the point, I had passed my national exam, and then I couldn't get the Maryland one. But then when I finally got that Maryland one, man, it was up there. Like we just got lit for no reason.
Yeah,
like when
you
I tell you
should've.
no reason,
Yeah.
no reason.
You
but
definitely was
All
marketing
that studying
yourself
was
crazy.
paying off.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, yo, I'm trying to get it. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Like back to what I was saying, bro. Real estate is one of the markets, bro. Like I'm not that good in stocks. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, it's a whole bunch of material out there. I tried it, but it's something about real estate, bro. It's like it's there. You get what I'm saying? So that was really one unforgettable moment. And then two, not too long ago, I was helping one of my investors. He bought a property over there in West Baltimore, right? And the process was kind of long. You get what I'm saying? Because, like I said, the investing game is different, because it's like same way that you got your residential. And when I say residential, just think regular house.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? In the investing game, think of a house that's either broke down or like need work.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So I'm helping my investor. We try and get a property, but like, bro, when I tell you it was hard, because we kept getting the good properties. You get what I'm saying? When I say good properties, is like me as an agent, I'm from West Baltimore. You get what I'm saying? So when I say I know the climate, like I know the climate. I know the communities that the city really is looking at, the communities that's really gonna do a good amount of appreciation in a couple of years. So we kept running into good properties to the point where, all right, we get on this one home, it's a whole bunch of investors on it. You get what I'm saying? So my guy only got about a certain amount of money, you get what I'm saying, in a negotiation game, but like it was one, like, and this happened, bro, to be real with you, like, what, 2 weeks ago? 1 week ago? And then as we leaving one of the cribs, we was already down, because we was like, damn, we just missed out on this one crib. We was looking at it for real. I'm talking, he was already plotting on what he about to do with it. And then next thing we know, we call the agent. They like, it's looking like it's unavailable because the seller about to accept an offer. So we already looking at like other cribs. And as we leaving the other crib, my guy was like, call that agent one more time and see if they'll take our number that we had for the property. I looked at my phone, bro. The agent already I had a missed call from the agent. I should call the agent. I said, look, tell me something good. And she was like, look, well, my client looked at your client offering, just because of the partners that y'all using on y'all deal, we gonna accept y'all offer.
Oh man.
And this is
Look at
as
God.
we leaving the
Yeah.
little backup property.
Right,
you get what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
Trying
right.
to get in there. So
Yeah.
that's
sir.
definitely look at God, bro. Because
Yeah.
that's all that was. You get what I'm
God be
saying?
the
Like
glory.
it's
That's what's
heavy.
up.
It's heavy that we like just been praying. You get what I'm saying? Like really trying to work it through. So that's a good moment for me because, like I said, it's one of them situations where you thinking you down and out on, let's just say, like on that certain deal, and then whole time God just up there just painting this picture like, all right, y'all think
You don't
whole
even know.
time the property here, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna do what we do. But yeah, so
That's
that was definitely one of the moments that I say I definitely love. It's a couple of them, you get what I'm saying? Because like even right now I'm helping a family get that own first property off the board. Probably by the time we launch this episode, the home gonna be ready. You get what I'm saying, to like come to the market. You get what I'm saying, and it's a family, and I'm really helping them get started in their real estate journey. And I love it because it's like I'm looking at them like, this is what we all need to be doing, bro. It's literally like about five of them, about 5, 6 of them. They locked in. They said, look, we're going to put this to the table. We're going to come together and get this property out there. And I'm like, bro, that's what we all need to be doing. So
For sure.
those are like unforgettable moments, like outside of even the bread. You know what I'm saying? Because the bread going to come. But it's like, I'm really helping these people like
You really
build
trying to
wealth.
help your community. Yeah.
The community, you get what I'm saying? Building Baltimore City, and then even just that family. Like, bro, I seen them bond, like, probably even when we first started the process, you could tell everybody was just kind of like, all right, yeah, that's what we gonna do.
They locked in.
Everybody locked in now, you get what I'm saying? Because that crib rate hit the market now, you get what I'm saying? So those are things that come with it, bro.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man.
Okay, so you brought up the market, so let's talk about the market. So what's the current state of the real estate market in Baltimore right now?
So the current state is one of them situations. I look at Baltimore still a project, right? And when I say a project, just a big project, because I look at Baltimore as one of them like cities that it's still not tapped into. You get what I'm saying? Like as far as like
Heavily slept on.
it's not tapped into at all. You get what I'm saying? Like to the point like everybody will be like, all right, I'm gonna go to Atlanta, I'm gonna go to Miami, I'm gonna go to Houston. Granted, you find properties in them states, good luck. You get what I'm saying? But like Baltimore is one of them cities where it's a lot of traction coming over here, and you gotta listen to it, and you gotta like peep. Like, it's grants coming over here. It's what CIAA coming here. Under Armour open up a headquarters. T. Rowe Price opened up a headquarters down the harbor. Like, it's a lot of eyes coming to the city, but it's still thousands, they said, of vacant homes in the city. You get what I'm saying? So it's like one of them situations where I just say get in where you fit in. And that's what I mean by that's the like side of the market that I'm really on. Like I'm really into like helping these investors like really get into the game because it's out there. If you want to like what they say, people be making jokes like I'm about to block. You really can,
You really
bro.
can, though.
Like you really can come to Baltimore and like literally get about 3, 4 homes on a cool like strip.
Under 100 too.
Under 100.
Maybe under 50 if you in the
if
right.
you,
I'm school.
Hey,
I'm school.
if you come on the right block, you
Yeah.
talk to the right people, you can. You get what I'm saying? So as far as like the current state, bro, it's definitely heavy on investors. Like, don't get me wrong, of course, you still got your residential properties doing good out there, but just where the city is going, I see a lot of gentrification. I see a lot of like work coming to like they're literally starting. It's like, say if the downtown is on this part, they just going up street by street. Like it's a popular project that just got knocked down. Not just there, but it's actually about to be done, finished renovating. I forget the name of it right now, but on Caroline Street, you can look it up. It's like a project home that popular. It was a popular project home, but the city knocked it down. They tore it down, put some buildings on there, make it look. It's looking real nice over there, and they building street by street. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'll say the current market is. And don't get me wrong, like the interest rates are still high right now. You get what I'm saying? So real estate is one of them things where I just always say, bro, if you got the money, come on into it. Don't wait. You get what I'm saying? But I always say wait until you got the money.
Definitely.
You get what I'm saying? So like, don't like just look at the interest rates right now, because don't get me wrong, who knows what Donald Trump about to do?
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
That's
like,
facts. Who knows?
He can wake up tomorrow and raise that.
He could raise it or he could lower it.
Right.
He might lower it.
He might lower it.
So
Yeah.
I'm on the positive. I'm
hoping he
looking
lower
at-
it low
I'm like,
key.
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I mean, he lower it
That's more opportunity for everybody.
for everybody. You get what I'm saying?
Because now
So
you can buy a house, you can buy land,
you can
do
do
and build
all
stuff.
that,
Yeah.
and it's still potential. Even
yeah.
in DC, like don't get me wrong, like the prices are higher here in Baltimore, but it's still untapped potential that people just don't know about. You know what I'm saying? That's just where it comes from, dealing with agents, knowing the agent that you're working with, making sure that they know the market and the whole nine, and you be straight from there.
That's what's up.
You kind of answered this question, but still want to ask it. Are there any trends buyers and sellers should pay attention to right now?
Right now, what I'll just say is, like I said, bro, the investing game and like all the gentrification that's happening. You know what
You
I'm
mentioned
saying?
grants too. That
Yeah,
people get.
yeah. So like, it's a grant that just got passed not too long ago in the city. It's called the Highway to Nowhere. So you can Google the Highway to Nowhere
heard of
in
that
Baltimore
joint,
City.
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty historic, and it's literally that. Like when you drive up, it's an expressway. You go on this expressway, and you literally think you're going on the highway, bro, but you literally end up from downtown to West Baltimore.
Oh, man.
At the end of the highway.
that highway.
So, like, I
Okay.
don't know what, I forgot what they say what was supposed to happen, but it's like that. And it's like literally, like, if you like not from there, you probably would like hop on and be like, yo, what was that? You literally come from downtown, go up the highway, and you make it to West Baltimore. But now the grant just got passed not too long ago. I think it was about like what, almost 95 million. Right. On the grant. I could be wrong, but I know it's a good amount.
Yeah,
From
we
the
know it's a
highway.
million
It's
somewhere in there.
it's a couple
Yeah.
million that they
Okay.
looking, that they about to renovate that. I think they said they're gonna turn it to a parks, whatever they gonna do, they're renovating and they looking at it. So imagine, all right, if they gonna renovate the Highway to Nowhere, all the neighborhoods that's around this Highway to Nowhere, everything about to go up. You get what I'm saying? So like outside of course the highway gonna get done. I think they're gonna do whatever they're gonna do to it, but all the surrounding homes that's
Gotta
in
be
that
renovated.
area, it's up there. You get what I'm saying? So that's why it's just like one of them situations, like when you hear or like maybe just see different grants be approved, cities moving, states moving, just certain things, really look at it, because that might be your opportunity to just hop on right into it and get it. And Baltimore, one of them cities where when I say the grants are there, man, the grants are there. So for the trend, I could say is the trend of grants that's available for buyers to hop into the market. I'm talking like, bro, it's some grants that they throwing 5 just for you being a city employee. That's just being a city employee. That's 5. You get what I'm saying? So then it's like more and more that you can qualify for. It's some that give you 5 just buying a home near where you work at.
That's all right.
That's another 5. Then it's another grant that'll give you like about 10 if you buy a home in the neighborhood that you rent in. So say if you're a person, boom, you got your apartment, you've been renting there, or if it's a home and you've been renting there, and you like, you know what, I do want to stay in this community, but I want to buy a home. City will give you $10,000 just to do that.
Just to do that.
So mind you, if you calculating,
20
we
racks
got
already.
20.
Yeah.
And that's just me talking. That ain't really like, all right, sitting down with the lender saying all the money that you can qualify for.
And that's not including what you coming with.
Exactly. Because at this point, we going to see how much money can we get. We going to see, all right, let's count the Maryland mortgage program. They giving you money. Shoot, if you're a teacher, nurse, them like specific industries that they really giving bread just for you being in
Just
there.
by being in it,
Just
yeah.
by being in there. So it's like
I think they call them like first responders or something like that.
all
yeah.
that is
This make me think
literally.
of scholarships when you're trying to go to college.
Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah.
figure out all
And-
the things about yourself.
And the same way you can build up scholarship money, you can build up grant money. And I
Right.
think that's a lot of people don't know that. Man, I had my lenders hit
good
me.
example.
That was a good example. Because I wish I had some scholarship money.
For real. I had a couple, but I wish I had all.
Exactly.
Everybody wish they had a full ride.
Exactly.
Everybody,
For
right.
real.
I had one.
For
I had
real.
2-3 homes right now.
Man, for real. But no, it's definitely there, bro. Like the opportunity definitely there, and that's the trend that I could say like that I see in Baltimore is like that investing game. If you can get into it, because even like those grants that I was just saying, they for investors too. So like you don't got to be a person that buy that residential home that's already fixed up. They giving money to help you build up the city for grants too. So that's the trend that I see that I
Okay.
can see in the city for sure.
Okay, so this part we want to get into like the tips and advice because a lot of people watching this, they got that assumption of, oh, in this amount of years I want to get a house, or they might be thinking about it right now. So for buyers, what would you say is the number one mistake people make when trying to get a home?
So the number one mistake that I would say that people make is buying a home that do not have any equity or equity potential. So that's what I mean, right? So certain neighborhoods, right? Just certain neighborhoods, that's already, let's just call it gentrified. That's already, the city looking at this like neighborhood, like, we're done here per se. So you might buy a home at, let's say you buy the home at 300,000, right? And you look at the say you buy it this year. You look at the market in 2 years, the same home that's down the street is only going for, let's just say, 310, or still going for 300,000. You want to know why? Because that is a community where the home values aren't going up.
Okay.
So that's what I mean by, if you're a buyer that's thinking about getting into the market, you want to buy a home where you're going to have equity potential. And when I say equity potential, I'm talking about literally as something as, if you buy a home right now at, let's just call it 100,000. You buying it right now at 100,000. By the time you're ready to sell it, it's gonna go for at least 400, 500,000 after everything is done to it.
Okay.
That's like one of my clients right now. Like one of my clients right now, they bought a home. It's about 99,000. Once they get it renovated, of course you got your rental costs. But then after that, once you sell a home, it's going for at least about like 5 something.
Right.
That's the perfect.
That's crazy.
That's the perfect situation. Because
Right,
think
right.
about what I just said, bro. I just said you put in 100. Let's just say you put in 100. Let's just say that the rehab work is gonna be about 200 because the home messed up for real. You get what I'm saying? So let's just say you go all in at 3, and I just told you we can get 550. You do the math, 550 and 3. That's profit.
That's
Right.
hella profit. Yeah.
So that's one thing. That's a mistake that I'll say like that. That's profit.
Facts.
We gonna take that profit
taking
and
it.
then we gonna keep doing it.
Right. Keep
so
investing.
that's the mistake that I'll say I see a lot of buyers make, is just like not buying a home that has equity potential. And when I say equity potential, literally, like you looking at this home. All right, if I buy this home right now, one, is there any other homes that's being renovated? Is the market, like, let's just say if I look at the market, is it a lot of homes that's on market? Or let's just say if I look at the comps, is it a lot of homes that have been sold? Because then that let me know, like, all right, I'm getting to a neighborhood that people are buying homes. It is people moving into this neighborhood. So you already know this neighborhood moving and shaking. So that's what I'll say, like, as far as like a tip, if you are going to buy a home, make sure that you're in a community or neighborhood where that home will be able to sell for higher than what you put it in. You get what I'm saying? Because, you got to look at real estate. It's an investment. Like, it's a real investment. So
Risk and reward.
It's risk and reward. You get what I'm saying? So even if you buy it on, like, you want to buy a home for your family to be in, think about it. All right, your family going to get bigger one day. Or family dynamics might change. You get what I'm saying? So whether if your family getting bigger or family dynamic changing, you might not be in that home forever.
Right.
So now you got to think, okay, all right, if I move out this home, I always tell people, shoot, rent out that home. Rent it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't got to sell it. Hold on to it. Hold on to it. For specifically my people, hold on to that crib, because even if you don't sell it right now, keep it. Like, it's crazy, man. I had a conversation with my cousin the other day. I looked at the comps in the area because I had a buyer that was interested in the area, and I seen that street. I was like, yo, they used to live on the street. He was like, yeah. I'm like, bro, my buyer over here, they looking for that property. I think it was like listed for like 270. It was like 270. I was like, yo, I know you sold that crib like years ago. How much you sold it for? He was like, bro, I sold that crib for like 150, 160. Now imagine if he would have just held on to the crib just a little bit longer. Now, don't get me wrong. I know it's easier said than done. Life happened. Stuff happened. Taxes happen. The city come. The whole 9 happens. But I'm just saying, man, if you can't stay on to that property, hold it. Because like I said, you can just rent it out. Rent it out.
Easy.
Get that rental income. And then you never know. You might come up on a gem where now that home 2-3 years from now, it's going for 500, 600.
$500,000.
To $500,000 if we in DC.
Right,
It might be
right,
really
right.
going
That's
for
real.
$500,000. You know what I'm saying?
They building every day.
It's
So
so
Exactly,
crazy with
so-
the housing prices,
Yeah,
man.
man. So that's what I say, man.
Okay, so for sellers, right? What are your top tips for preparing a house for sale?
So preparing a home for sale, the first thing is to make sure that it's clean.
Okay.
Make sure that it is clean. And the reason why I think, the reason why that hopped out to me, because I was last week, man, doing showings, right? And one of my buyers, we looking at the home, and I'm like, all right, like, is this like a real, like, this like one of them residential homes that's supposed to be, ready for market? And it's like, yo, are you really selling this crib, like, or like, are you just trying to get some money off of it? You know what I'm saying? Like, because some people, if you're a seller and you still live in the home, understood. But when you know that you got that showing appointment coming up this Saturday at 3 p.m., at least fix it up. At least spray some Febreze so it feel good, look good,
So
smell
at least
good.
it feel like a home.
Exactly.
Yeah, make it presentable.
You get what I'm saying? So that's the main thing is, one, making sure that it's clean, and then two, don't be greedy. When I say don't be greedy, I see a lot of sellers, I work with a lot of sellers that may be greedy. And when I say greedy, you can go on Redfin right now, go on Redfin, Zillow, wherever that you look at homes. Look at how long the homes have been on market. Most of the time, don't get me wrong, of course, there's always market climate. The higher the interest rates, of course, there's going to be less buyers. The lower the interest rates, of course, there's going to be more buyers. But just in general, some homes sit because some sellers want too much for what they think that the property going to go for. So if you look at the comparables in the neighborhood and all the homes are going for $250, they $250, $248, another home went for $245, another home went for $240. You heard the range. Why are you gonna come to the market and put your crib at $280? Come on.
Yeah.
Like, come on. I get your home is the best one.
That's how people lose parlays. You only need a 10-leg parlay. Why are you trying to get 25? Why are you trying to get 25?
And you know that he ain't gonna go for that.
If
you know that he gonna go for the 10, take his 10 points. But you go for the 30 point. Now he ain't get 30. Now you mad.
Right.
Now you mad.
Now it's his fault. No, it's your fault. He hoop every other day.
So you know what the market going for. So it's like, that's the biggest thing, is like making sure that you keep it clean. Make sure that it's market value, because if you put it at market value, it's going to sell. It may take longer just based on the time of the year. Based on the time of the year that you selling your home. But make it clean and make sure that it's affordable to what the market value is going for. And then I always say, just be open.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Because, some sellers want things a certain way. And when I say a certain way, some sellers just want cash buyers. Reason why you want the cash buyer, because it's going to be the quicker close. Some people want that person to be, let's just say, a veteran using a VA loan. Some people want that FHA loan or that conventional loan. So that's what I'll say, like, just as a seller, like, just keep that open mind, because you may get that cash buyer that, they got cash. As long as they're able to prove that it's legal, it's in the bank, everything is good, it's clear, it'll clear, like, with the title company and everything like that, you good. So that's what I'll say, just, like, keep that open mind. Make sure that you do not overprice the home, because it's not worth it. The home is going to sit.
Right.
And the longer that it sits, it's only hurting you. And then I just say, keep it clean. Keep it clean, because there's going to be people coming in and out of that crib, and you want to make sure that your home is top tier. So as soon as I even walk up to the door, I'm already thinking that this home mine, just by how clean everything is before I even get into the crib.
That makes sense. All right. What advice would you give for, like, first-time home buyers?
Man, I love that question, because that's my main market. Like, outside, of course, investors, really first-time home buyers. Like I said, people in, like, think of, like, all class. You know what I'm saying? Like, we graduated a couple years ago. Everybody getting their feet wet, getting into their careers, starting building, making them make sense, making families happen. So I know, like, even my market, we may be ready for homes. Of course, it's somebody that's going to be ready for the home last year, a couple years before. But it's somebody that's looking and watching this video right now, like, you know what? This is the year that I'm going to be a first-time home buyer.
100%.
So if you're thinking about buying a home this year, first thing that I always say is just build your credit score. The higher that your credit score is, the less that you got to bring to the table. Because, of course, a lender, they're going to be like, okay, you got a 620. We can give you some grants. Because you got at least the fair, good, whatever that little scale is.
Right.
But that 620, you're going to be like, okay, you can come to the game. So now you got that 620 credit score. It's a whole bunch of grants that you can qualify for. You get what I'm saying? Before we even talk about you bringing any money to the table, we're going to first see how much grass can you qualify for
Right.
because it's out there. So first, get your credit right.
Right,
That's
right.
the first thing. Next, make sure that you have some type of steady income. You get what I'm saying? Like, make sure that if you're a person, if you are relying on one income, make sure that that is a secure income. And if you are relying on that one income, make sure that you think about building other incomes so you
Right.
can at least take care of this home. You get what I'm saying? Because a home is one of them things you might be late on the bill. They might, they gonna contact you, get your collections and the whole nine, but home ain't like that.
Right.
The city come to that crib, they gonna get you out of there. You get what I'm saying? So have that steady income that you know for sure, like, okay, I know that I'm gonna be able to afford this mortgage. So I say definitely build your credit to at least that 620. The higher that you can get, the less money that you're gonna have to bring to the table. Next, get your steady income so you know that you're gonna be able to afford everything that you're getting into. And then last but not least, save. Save, save, save. And the reason why I say save is because it's gonna be things that come up in a real estate purchase. So we gonna go back to the process. You say, all right, Quincy, I'm ready. I got my 620. I got my job. My job pretty cool. They pay me pretty good. I know I'll be able to afford this home at X amount purchase price.
Right.
Let's get into the market. Now you got to have your money ready and then also have that open mind because it's some people you may looking at watching or listening to this video and you like, all right, I want to buy a home this year. Or you may be looking at it and be like, you know what, I want to do next year. Some people do it for different reasons. Some people may use this year to save.
Right.
Use this year to save your bread up. All right, I understand that. Look, man, $10 a day, do that for a month. What's that, about $300 a month? Do that each month. You had $3,600 for the end of the year. And that's doing $10 a day. You do that, now we at $3,600. Mind you, I told you, we're going to get the state and the city grants. So we only trying to get you to bring, don't get me wrong, you can bring way more than what I'm about to say. But if you have at least like 10K, 15K, 20K, the higher the better, because you'll be like in a more comfortable position. Of course,
Right.
the more money that
More
you have.
options, too.
Exactly, and the more options in the whole nine. But just save your money because it's going to be down payment, it's going to be closing costs, it's going to be inspections. You got to pay your agent and
Property
the whole nine.
taxes and all that. Can you get into them property taxes too?
I mean, honestly, the way that it goes is just based on the neighborhood.
Okay.
It's going to be based on the neighborhood and it's going to be based on the city and where you're trying to get your home at.
Okay.
But then as far as like for that first time home buyer, you trying to buy a home, get your credit score high as you can, get that steady income, save your money, and you'll be fine.
Okay.
And make sure you get me as your agent.
Definitely get him as an agent.
Yes,
Definitely
sir.
get him as an agent.
Yes,
It'll be
sir.
good.
Definitely.
Yeah. So how can someone find the right realtor for their needs and everything?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, if you work with me, I hope you do work with me. You get what I'm saying? But if you don't, make
Man,
sure
y'all
that
should. Y'all taking all this game from him.
Hey,
Why
man.
not want to take the risk? Like,
Hey,
you,
man.
if you got to this point of this video, he should already be one of them candidates that you
Yeah.
want to invest in. If you got to this point right here, whatever the timestamp is, you already should be invested into my
Hey,
boy,
man, I appreciate it. But regardless, make sure that your realtor is one open-minded also. You get what I'm saying? Because as the buyer, you need to be open-minded. You also got to have a real estate agent that's going to be open-minded. And when I say open-minded, it's just like one of them situations where I might have a client that tell me, Quincy, I want a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,600 square foot. This is what I want in my home. My buyer sending me 2-bed, 2 baths, 4-bed, 4 baths, 5-bed, 4 baths, 1-bed, 2 baths. Mind you, I told you they told me that they want a 3-bed, 2 bath.
Yeah.
But why are you sending me? Man, I'd have had buyers send me, I don't want a lot of steps in my crib, but send me a whole bunch of homes that got a whole bunch of steps. That's what I mean by you got to have that open mind. Because
Right.
at the end of the day, as the agent, your job is to make sure that you take care of this client and get them to the finish line.
Right.
So, all right, I'm going to have that open mind. Like, look, you told me that you don't want all these steps, but come on, come into this crib. Let's see all this crib with these open steps so you can see. You get what I'm saying? So you got to have that open mind as a real estate agent.
Facts.
They also got to have the open schedule. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's really a big thing because people that's ready, like, for that person that's ready to get into the game, whether you're ready to buy a home or sell a home, you ready. So you might hit me today like, hey, I'm ready to get into the home buying market. I connect you with my lender. You get your pre-approval letter. You probably like, all right, Quincy, where the home's at? So now me as your real estate agent, I got to make sure like, all right, if you say that you're trying to go see homes on Monday at 10 a.m., I got to make sure that my schedule is open that Monday at 10 a.m. Or I got to make sure that, look, maybe I won't be able to do 10 a.m., but let's do 5. But don't be like, dang, I can't do today. Because now think about it as the buyer. I'm on the buyer side. I'm like, dang, I trusted you to be my real estate agent. You can't even get me into the crib that I'm trying to see. So that's what I say, like, as a real estate agent, like, you got to be open-minded. You got to have that open and flexible schedule. And you also got to have, once again, that flexible schedule. And when I say flexible, I'm not even talking about, like, just availability to go do showings. Sellers have called me at 11 p.m. Sellers have called me at 7 a.m. Sellers have called me during their lunch break. Sellers have called me when I am off for the day. Like, it's a Saturday right now. Everybody, you think you're enjoying your weekend? No, a seller might call me right now like, yo, look, I got a home. I'm trying to see it. Let's do it. So you got to have that open schedule to be able to accommodate. But after that, that's the game, though. That's the game.
Yeah.
It's just having that open mind and just being flexible.
Yeah, makes sense.
And then also staying positive.
Right.
Staying positive. I could not say that because everything ain't as gravy.
The results
as
not
what
gonna
I-
just come overnight.
Everything
It's gonna
ain't
take
as
a-
gravy as going to the pre-approval. We go see the home and then we make it.
Yeah.
No. It's a whole bunch of other
Might be
people
some
that
bumps
you,
down the road,
man, it's gonna be a whole bunch of other people that you gotta deal with. You gotta deal with agents, you gotta deal with lenders, you gotta deal with the title company. So don't get discouraged though.
Yeah.
And then always know, like, everybody not your client. Everybody not your client, and then never like just be like, you know what, I got this person, or like ever be entitled also. You know what I'm saying? Because just because that person, your friend or family, they don't need to use you as your agent. Right. I've seen a lot of people like really get mad at like people that, they use other agents. Don't get me wrong. If you look at it, I just look at it like, oh, all right, that's just the agent that they use. My goal is just to make sure that when you think about real estate, you think about Quincy Barnes. If I'm buying a home in Baltimore, Maryland, Columbia, even D.C., I got partners in D.C. that'll help you get into the D.C. world because I'm going to get my D.C. license. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. But, like, I want you to know, like, all right, if I'm thinking about getting into the real estate market, I'm contacting Quincy. That's what your goal is as an agent, is to make sure that you really put yourself on, that people going to automatically thinking about you when they start thinking about real estate.
Definitely. Now, we're going to get you up there, man. I seen something on Instagram, the boy from Houston.
Yeah.
So $64 million worth of real estate property. We're going to get you there. Even if it's $1 million, we're going to get you there.
Hey, man, we're going to get there.
Yeah, man. That's for sure.
Last question I want to ask before we switch topics is, how do you see the real estate market evolving in the next 5 to 10 years?
I love that. So I feel like it's going to be ups and downs. You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's going to be how it's been. Like, I feel like, what was that? Like 2008 was when the like whole big crash happened.
Oh, yeah.
Then, a couple years later, we get the pandemic, we get stimulus checks. Who knows, in the next 5 to 10 years, something else gonna come up. We gonna have
robots or something. AI taking over. So
yeah,
that's the only thing we can really talk about for real.
It is taking over. So like in the next 5-10 years, I can just speak on the city. I'm gonna just speak on like Baltimore. Man, it's gonna be flourishing. DC is gonna be flourishing because people are looking at the DMV area. You get what I'm saying? Like,
especially
people,
with
love the
the Commanders and the Wizards getting this new stadium and arena.
Exactly.
We already see it
Exactly.
coming.
And the WNBA already got this.
Exactly.
So much stuff being
You got
built.
the CIAA
Yep.
in Baltimore.
Yep.
Keep
Yeah.
re-signing. So what I'm saying is this area is just going to keep getting more buzz.
Right.
Like, don't get me wrong. The Commanders or the Ravens make it to the Super Bowl, win a Super Bowl. Imagine that. Even just how far both teams are going, that's more buzz
more
to
excitement,
this
yeah.
area. You get what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah.
So, like,
We both
5
got
to
the
10
harbors and the casinos. It's a lot of
So
attraction.
why not come
Yeah.
up here? So 5 to 10 years, if you ain't on it now, they'll be on it in 5 to 10 years. So it's just one of them situations where if you can't get into the market now, get into it. If you can get in by the summertime, get into it. If you can get in by the end of the year, get into it. But get into it because 5 to 10 years is going to be way higher.
Right.
You're going to be looking at this video, thinking about this video like, damn, I should have just did it.
Yeah.
I had those couple, man. It's tax time. You get what I'm saying?
And it's crazy you said that because that's how I feel about Detroit right now. You know, a lot of people was sleeping on Detroit, and a couple years, my sister had went down there, and I'm like, dang, I want to invest in Detroit, bro. They had row houses for $1 down there. I can't make this up. He can tell you better than I can
That
tell you,
dollar
bro.
program.
Like
Yeah.
it was really active down there, and like now they starting to evolve and like be back to how they used to be in Motor City. Like Detroit Lions is actually doing something.
Yeah.
Definitely.
They just got to get the Pistons.
The
you know?
Pistons, but the thing is, the Pistons, they got a young team, so they got a lot of attraction
it's a lot
between
of-
certain
yeah,
players like
exactly.
Cade Cunningham
For
and
sure.
stuff like that.
Yeah, so it's just a lot that they trying to build, but like Detroit is one of them cities that's like up and coming as well.
Yeah.
And like they kind of put me in the same category in the same market as like Baltimore. Like how not only slept on, but how like how much is down there that people don't know. So it's like it's definitely that for sure, and it's crazy. It's crazy.
All right, so we got everything about real estate. Let's just talk about sports and entertainment. So the
Okay.
Super Bowl. Well, let's talk about our teams first, because we both
right.
wish our teams got
right.
to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I was
All
rooting
right.
for I was rooting for both.
Hey, man, for them Ravens.
He disappointed, bro.
Yeah, because I was up. You know, we talk about real estate. Everything was good. But then
Yeah.
them Ravens, bro.
Ravens, man.
I just feel like it's one of them things, bro. They just beat themselves.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally a thing to go out here, like, even on a personal level.
Yeah.
On some days, you could beat yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, not even to really take it there, but, like, think about it. If you wake up, positive thoughts all day, you on one. I'm in that mode. Today is one of them days that I'm going to be great. You good, you going to win. But it's one of them days, if you want some negative, you might have woke up late.
Bills
Bills do. Your girl done piss you off. Your mother done piss you off.
Mm-hmm.
Something done happened. That's how you start your day. Now the whole day go by and you beat yourself up.
Right.
That's what the Ravens do. We literally beat ourselves. Like, bro, they said, think about it. LJ ain't have 2 turnovers in a game all year. But the game that matters the most, he had 2 turnovers. So
Yep.
with them Ravens, bro, it's a mental thing, bro. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie. It's a mental. It's mental that, like, everybody got to just get on one accord. Like, everybody get on one accord. I feel like we got the team. The Ravens got the team. They'll be there. You get what I'm saying? We just got to take it over. And now as far as them Commanders, though,
We looking
Hey.
good. We looking good.
hey,
We looking good, man.
hey.
I'm gonna tell you this. Like I said to my brother, if Baltimore, because I feel like my personal opinion, Baltimore window's still open.
Yeah, it's still
Yeah.
open.
It's not
It's
wide
not
open,
It's not wide open.
but it's open.
It's still
You know,
open.
it's a
But
little breeze coming through.
It's a little breeze. It's not wide open.
Yeah,
though,
no,
'cause
it's
it
not
was
wide
Still
open.
a top 3 team.
Yeah,
No, for
yeah,
sure.
yeah,
for sure.
But I'm
yeah.
gonna tell you
top 3
this: if the Commanders keep showing up the way they do, it's a wrap for our. It's a wrap for them.
$92 million.
It's a
in
wrap
cap
for Lamar.
space.
Hey.
This is going to be a great free agency for the Washington Commanders.
Oh, yeah,
man.
because as I'm looking at it as a fan, you get what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. I look at the Commanders, y'all right there, and then I support the black quarterback. You
For
know what
sure.
I mean? I had Terry on my fantasy league, so I already know what Scary
Yeah,
Terry is
yeah,
hitting for.
man.
So
He had a great year.
then y'all got Brian, but I feel like, bro, y'all need another receiver,
Mm-hmm.
another doggone receiver, and y'all need another dog on defense. What's your name, number 4?
Oh, Louisville.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah,
a
Louisville.
dog.
Yeah.
He's a dog.
Yeah,
So
Louisville,
y'all
yeah.
gotta get another, somebody else on the defense, get another
yeah.
receiver. Cause think about it, bro. Jaden went to the championship in your rookie
As
year.
a rook, yeah.
That was going to be a crazy story if he would have made it to Super Bowl.
I was hoping.
Crazy.
I
I
was,
was
too.
hoping.
At that point, it was like once we was out. I mean, hey man, look,
Hey.
black quarterback. I'm rooting for the
And a
black
rookie,
guy.
though. People overlooking that. A rookie,
A
though.
rookie.
They
So
had us
imagine-
being
The
4.
best to ever do it. I don't care what nobody
Yeah, I
say.
ain't gonna lie.
They
That's
had
the-
us being
Yeah.
4
best to ever
and
do it.
12.
Yeah.
4 and 12. They
Yeah.
had us 4 and
Yeah,
12
bro,
in
y'all
the beginning
beat
of the season.
Detroit and Detroit,
In
right?
Detroit.
and Detroit.
In Detroit,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
It was crazy.
Bro, imagine, bro, y'all need another receiver, bro. Y'all gotta get
They gonna
another
be
dog.
good.
You know who I want us to get? DK Metcalf from
Hey,
Seattle.
if he
Listen,
come
though,
to it's
This
over
is why I
with.
feel like. This is why I feel. I was
I
just
like
telling somebody
DK.
this. This is why I feel like we should get him. Right. Number 1, Geno Smith. He got to be out of there.
Yeah,
He got to.
He got to.
And there's no way that DK is sitting at home thinking to himself, you know what?
I'm gonna do this.
I'm
another
gonna
year.
wait. No, not even do it another year. I'm gonna wait for Sam Howell's success.
Right.
No, he's
No.
trying. He hasn't even been close to where we've
Correct.
been at.
Correct.
So if we can just get a trade, he got like what 1 or 2 years left on his contract,
Yeah.
and he's 27. I'd rather take a 27 to
Okay.
a 29 than to think, all right, cool, are we gonna re-sign him or let him go? Than to take like somebody like Tyreek Hill.
Okay.
I
get
don't
what you
really
mean.
feel like we need that Tyreek Hill
Nah,
to the
y'all
command. We
need
need
a big body.
6'3",
Yeah,
automatic
yeah.
red zone threat like a DK Metcalf or T. Higgins.
Yeah.
If he didn't get so injured, I would also say Debo Samuel. But Debo is such a hit or miss now.
Yeah.
Debo
It's like,
probably
I
gonna
don't
lead the
know.
49ers.
Yeah, he
You
probably
think
not
gonna
gonna
lead
lead
the
the 49ers. I don't know. I
Nah.
don't know. That's a good question. I
But
don't
T.
know.
Higgins though. So this is what I was saying to my homeboy. I said, at the end of the day, no matter who y'all, because of this year, now they gonna look at the Commanders and be like, shoot.
Plus that new stadium.
What they got going
they
over
got
there?
going on
So
over
like
there.
people like T. Higgins. I like DK. How old Mike is? If
Mike
you say,
Evans. Mike Evans like
like 30 something.
Mike
30 or
like
31.
30-something.
So if DK at 27, he still got us a
Yeah.
couple years.
I choose DK.
Man,
Yeah, I choose
All
DK.
day.
That's what I'm saying. And you just give him a trade. Because
Yeah.
for real, Seattle doesn't have a pass rush.
They don't.
So Commanders fans watching this, just think about it. If we decide to give up Jonathan Allen, I feel like we can give up Jonathan Allen and maybe like a pick or something.
Yeah,
And then give us DK Metcalf. Because
yeah.
Seattle's going to draft defense.
yeah.
They're going to draft defense and
Yeah.
probably like another receiver
Yeah.
maybe because they got a good run game, but Kenneth
Yeah.
Walker stay hurt.
Yeah.
Tight end cool.
Yeah.
Quarterback, you're going to run it back with Sam. So
Yeah.
they picks going to go towards defense.
Correct.
So if we just get them John Allen, send us DK,
Yeah.
and like a third round pick, y'all take that third round pick
Yeah.
or whatever. Future
Yeah.
picks, whatever it is. We
Yeah.
got what you need.
DK.
And DK
Hey,
to
man.
DC, that's an automatic
all
red zone threat. And you know, defense is gonna have to be like, all right, you got Scary Terry. Which one of them we gonna leave 1-on-1?
Exactly.
Which one? We gonna
Exactly.
go up top with you with DK, or we gonna run the screen and Scary Terry
And
just gonna blow
y'all,
past
and
you?
y'all other guys was cool too. I can't forget your name. You already know what I'm talking. I think it's number 14.
Oh,
Zacchaeus
Zacchaeus.
something.
Yeah,
he was on
he
the
was cool.
police.
Yeah.
So, so yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so y'all got, and then y'all got Austin Eckler, man. Y'all be
Yeah.
all right. But them Ravens, man. Next year, man.
Hey, man, I
Next
think y'all
year,
still got
man.
a chance, man.
Next year, man.
Hey, y'all good enough
LJ
to make
still-
my brother switch, man.
Hey,
he
man.
love Baltimore.
Hey man, that's a smart man. Don't
He
forget
love
LJ. LJ, as long as we got LJ, we'll be all right.
Yeah, nah,
We'll be all right.
he say it all the time, man. I'm rocking with the dummy this year. I said, hey, do your thing, man.
Yeah.
You know, I had to go back to I'm a Falcons fan again.
Falcons.
Oh man.
I had to
Hey,
go back.
man,
I
y'all
touched my
got
second
Mike.
episode saying this.
Hey man, y'all
I
got
remember
Michael. Y'all got
You know?
what's your name? John?
Oh yeah, Bijan
what
Robinson,
y'all got?
Bijan Robinson, Drake London.
London.
We gotta have
They got
you guys.
Jesse Bates too at safety.
Y'all
I want them to
another one.
bring Kirk back.
Y'all
I
need
hope
another
they.
dog. That's what it
Yeah.
is. Y'all need some more
That's
dogs.
all.
Like
Yeah.
these teams, yo, you gotta have dogs. Like Kansas City, they got dogs. The Eagles, they got dogs, bro. You gotta have real dogs. That's why they looking. Who y'all think gonna win?
I'm rooting for the Eagles.
I'm going for Kansas City.
So this one.
I like Saquon.
I hope Philly win.
I hope.
But being real, bro, they gonna go for that 3-peat.
I'm gonna
It's
tell you
never
this.
been done before.
They going for the three. They gonna
It
drag,
definitely
bro.
never
They gonna
been
drag.
done.
They gonna drag.
And that's why I feel like they gonna do it because you know this shit is so predictable now. Like you
Yeah.
can just know.
Yeah.
I really want to see Saquon get a ring. He deserves
No.
a ring, bro. He deserves a ring. This was a
They in
hell of a
outcome.
year,
Commanders
bro.
fans
Come
said,
on,
nah.
bro.
The worst
Come on,
fans. I thought it was
Come
the
on, bro.
Cowboys
No,
fans.
hell no.
It's the
The
East.
worst
It's the
fans
Eagles
is
fans.
The Eagles
They
fans.
different.
And if we give them another Super Bowl in the last, when they won the first one, 2018,
Yeah.
they gonna drag, bro. They're like,
They
yeah,
are
them
gonna
1993 Super Bowls don't mean nothing. We got
Yeah.
2018 and 2025.
They gonna
we,
drag.
we
10
live to see
years.
ours. We
You
live
got
to see
Gilly
ours.
Gilly
Nah.
out there going crazy.
Man.
Gilly
They-
crazy
They
right
say
there.
he be out there looking like a Make-A-Wish kid, dog. I was dying laughing. I was like, man.
Yo, make a wish
Nah,
is
that-
crazy.
yo, funny though, but man, it's definitely it's definitely gonna be a good game for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
it's gonna be it's gonna be down to like the wire, like the down to the fight, the nitty gritty. Like it's gonna be either like a touchdown,
Yeah.
like, and it's gonna be win by one or win by a field goal
And then somebody is gonna be a turnover.
for sure.
Somebody.
Whoever turns the ball over gonna lose.
Somebody
Mark
gonna
my
turn-
words.
Yeah.
Somebody is gonna be that one. Hey, yo, and I'm gonna call y'all, bro. I'm gonna call y'all. I'm telling y'all now. I'm gonna call y'all. It's gonna be that one
Yup.
turnover that be like, yup, that's the game.
That's the game right there.
That's
That's
the
it.
game.
Yeah, so
So last thing we want to touch on before we get out of here, man. So a month from now is the Lamont Roach and Gervonta Davis boxing fight.
Hey, man.
What are your thoughts on that? I'm gonna say mine first before you go into yours. A lot of people are saying he might get knocked out, and I mean Lamont Roach, right?
Yeah.
But to give him some credit, not just because he's from DC, but he's also a champion. Now, is he as much of a popular champion as Tank? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he's still a champion. Granted, if he was like just a regular guy just taking a shot, I'd be like, all right, we know how this gonna
He's
go.
still a
But he
champion.
got a champion though too, so you can't just automatically sell somebody out just because he got the popular face
Correct.
and he like on the A side.
Correct.
So I think it might go 12 rounds, bro.
So that's what I say.
like that.
I think it probably go 12 rounds.
Yeah.
It probably, cause like, don't get me wrong, I don't got yo for just going up there and like just letting Tank dog him.
Nah,
you know
nah,
what I'm
nah.
saying? Like, he ain't gonna do
Right.
that. You know
He ain't
what I'm
going for
saying?
that.
But hey, man, I'm from the city, so you
Yeah,
know
yeah,
we.
I know.
He definitely going
We
to take.
Tank, hey man.
Hey,
we
I
take TKO. You heard
Yeah.
me?
I definitely hope it go
Right.
12.
Yeah,
I definitely hope it go
'cause,
12.
I mean, cause I ain't even like too heavy in boxing, bro. Especially like once they start making like it a joke. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody, the Mike Tyson and
Mike,
the whole,
yeah.
they playing with the game now.
Jake
so
Paul
like,
and all
yeah,
that,
they
yeah.
playing with the whole sport now. So like, I value like real fights, like this one. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So regardless, out of the boxing fan, I hope they do go 12 rounds. You feel me? But hey, man, I'm with Tank, man.
that's
I'm
what's
my
up.
man, take it, man.
Definitely. So usually when we close out, we read like a quote or something to the people. But this time,
Okay.
since you are our first special guest,
Okay.
we want to ask you to give some type of like motivation to somebody watching this, whether it's about real estate, life, just, you know, we came from student loans,
Yeah.
first HBCU, to
Yeah.
now we living in our careers and doing what we
Yeah.
got to do. So just one piece of advice that you would give to the viewers right now as we close out.
All right, hey, bro, I appreciate that. You get what I'm saying? So first, shout out to Views from the South, man. Straight up. Shout out to y'all.
Vibes.
Like, you get what I'm
said
saying?
views.
Like, straight up. I'm
said-
sorry, I said Views
Yeah,
from the South. Hey, bro, but look, I feel like, I don't know what made me say Views.
Yeah.
Vibes.
Vibes, yeah, I know
Scratch
what you
that. Hey, shout out to Vibes from the South, man.
Right.
Straight up. Vibes from the South. Shout out to my guys, you get what I'm saying? Like, real life, doing it, making it make sense. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like,
Appreciate that,
and
bro.
one thing I'll say is keep going. You get what I'm saying? Like, cause as I'm thinking about y'all, as I'm thinking about this podcast, I'm thinking about the whole nine. Y'all was doing something like this in college.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like coming together with a microphone and just vibing out.
Yeah.
Straight up. You
That's
get
a
what I'm
fact.
saying? You remember
Yeah,
Kiefer
yeah.
Worm?
Yeah, we was in that John Rap. I
we was
remember.
literally
Yeah.
just like this. Just like this.
Just like
making
this.
vibes. We
Yeah.
call that vibes from Freddie.
Yup.
Yeah,
Vibes
yeah,
from
yeah.
Freddie. You get what I'm saying? But now we vibes from the South. You get what I'm saying? So that's one of them things where you gotta keep going.
Right.
Like, I know it's cliche. I know everybody said it, but that's one of the situations where, bro, you literally gotta keep going because you never know what could happen. You get what I'm saying? Like, I seen the quote, bro. I don't want to do a word for word, but it was something like somebody had stopped and they did not make it because they didn't even give their self the chance to make it because they stopped
They stop.
doing it.
Right.
Whether if you like keep going, you can keep going, and man, it's like, all right, I'm winning. I might start losing. But then if I keep going, I might can see that winning side. You get what I'm saying? But if you just stop, who knows? You could have made it to the winning side. No matter how good it's looking. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to always look good every day. But it's one of them things where I always believe in consistency, bro. Everybody that y'all see that's winning right now, that's making it, is because they was consistent.
That's a fact.
People like Wallow, he was doing them crazy videos and he was consistent with it. He kept dropping those videos, and now look at yo. You get what I'm saying? Like, y'all with this podcast, think about all the big podcasts. Once again, they kept going.
Right.
So y'all gonna start right here,
Yeah.
keep doing y'all episodes, keep building, and then y'all gonna be up there. Y'all gonna be up there with the number one people.
That's all.
Definitely.
But you gotta keep going. Imagine y'all just say, we gonna stop. Everything ain't looking good. The views ain't going how we want to. The subscribers ain't going, and y'all stop.
Yeah.
That's
Now
not
what?
gonna be good.
Right.
But compare y'all keep going, we keep building this thing, and then y'all gonna be good. So that's like for anybody that's listening, bro. Whatever that you got going, you gotta keep going. Me as a real estate agent, it was times where, bro, you not gonna make a lot of money. It's gonna be times like that. But it's gonna be them other months where it's raining, it's deals coming in and out. And you gotta stay prayed up, whatever God that you acknowledge, man, pray to God and just keep going. You keep going, you're gonna be good. But if you stop, you don't even give you a chance, the opportunity to win. So that's the main piece of advice, bro. I say is like, bro, no matter what it is that you're going, whatever field that they in, whatever industry you in, just keep going, whether if it's good or bad. And if it's good, keep going. But when it's bad, just turn that bad into good, and we'll be good, man. Prosper with us.
Definitely, man. Definitely, man.
So,
Prosper with
Well,
us.
there y'all have it. This is episode 7. This is our first special guest. We want to thank Mr. Quincy Barnes. Quincy Barnes, I'm gonna say it, Quincy Jones for some reason. Quincy, I don't know why. So it's just in my head, but we gonna like to thank our first special guest, Mr. Quincy Barnes, man. Thank you, bro, for coming in here talking about real estate.
You're welcome.
This is the Vibes from the South, episode 7. I'm your co-host, Kales.
And I'm Dre.
And this is
Vibes from the South.
Catch y'all at the next one.
Let's get it.
I don't know what made me say Jones, bro. I think it's because I had my Apple Music in my head, bro. I was thinking about